All right, everyone, what's going on, guys? How you doing? Crime Stripper Bobby Boucher here, and I've got a replay here from last night's stream. And it's a boat I've never actually featured on my stream in the Des Moines. So I'm here. I'm divvied up with data or time to metal, and snipes here in the Archerfish data's in a FDR, and we are in Northern Lights standard battle. Actually, when I first uh, at the end of this game, I didn't think this game was like that big, but thinking about it now, and it was, and the experience is going to show that it was. So here in the Archerfish here, if we look at what we're against here, um, pretty nice MM for Des Moines here. We got a Nusra and a Benson and a Ballo on the enemy team. Napoli, Neptune, Brest, Harvestfeld, and then no like crazy huge guns over here, so we're okay with that. And then an enemy Essex. Being that my dibmate Snipes is an archer fish, and Des Moines is a good radar boat here. I'm going to be heading over to this little happy Dorito place. If you guys watch my stream, you've probably seen me take a whole bunch of different ships here. Des Moines kind of like custom made for this over here, because if there's a cap here, whatever, which there is sometime. You can help out radar in there, you can help out radar in here. Just a really, really good strong spot. It's been, I don't often play the Des Moines, and yeah, just one of those things. Was just wanting to play something different. Des Moines actually is going to be, for me personally, my record holder um, for my highest experience game ever was in a Des Moines. Some crazy amount. I don't even think you can obtain the amount that my max XP was. But yeah, it's actually in the Des Moines. I'm not sure why I don't play it more often. I don't know, might have to change, but we'll see. So Snipes is gonna go over there. We've got our little Groningen friend in the Schlieffen and the Cherbourg here. Rhode Island's been spotted, Jaharvesfeld, Nustra, and the other enemy sub is spotted there. So Neptune's there as well. I'm gonna switch to AP here, try to look for some shots on this Neptune. And he went dark. Rats. So that's a bit unfortunate that he went dark here. Kind of trying to get in position there. There's Le Neptune. And the auto reloading 203s here. Pretty nice. We'll start working over on Mr. Neptune here. I don't think I get that salvo here. This Chikuma 2 is kind of just chilling here as well. But I kind of want to get around him. I want to go after that Neptune because I'm looking at the map here. And with the Neptune there's a Rhode Island there. Chances are, not huge caliber guns and an Anhalt. I'm really not too threatened by anything there. So I do want to go after the Neptune. And on my stream, Snipes is telling me, hey, the DD's right to my left. So I actually end up radaring a little bit earlier to help out the Groningen and Snipes over there. Which kind of puts me, if you see I just used my radar there so they can know where the Benson's at. Puts me in a position where I'm not going to have shots in the Neptune, but at least the Neptune knows he's not going to be able to like chill there for free. So I'm just going to go at the Neptune here. It's kind of what the plan is going to be. I'm kind of set up for a kiting position just because that Anhalt is still over there. And kind of worried about where he's at. I want to get around this island slightly, and then we're going to start going at the Neptune here. Kind of not the greatest of shots there. Snipes gets the Benson there, so that radar paid off. That S6 is chilling in a position where I probably can get shots on him. Mr. Neptune pops back up here. He's not overly happy with me radaring him out of his happy little safe haven of smoke. And then we're just going to continue going at the Neptune here. So yeah, peppering Le Neptune. Kind of trying to throw some shots up a little bit higher. I have to square those a little bit long and I'm not leading down properly. But I'm not really overly concerned or threatened by the Neptune's guns here. I do have my Hydra running. I actually would be more scared of his torps than his guns in this position. Getting shot at by the Conqueror, not too worried about that. On the other flank too, if you notice, we've got the Napling, the Tirpitz are kind of wrapping around there. And on the forward line, that Anhalt is coming straight down. So, do need to finish this here. The Rhode Island's in a position too where he can kind of hammer me. I am able to loft those over at the Essex, which is, you know, you're seeing this, it's showing me I can't, but, you know, aiming bugs aren't a thing in this game. The Neptune is deciding to show me all of his broadside because he doesn't want to live anymore. So the Neptune's done. I'm now really close to this Anhalt. There's a Nushashimi over there. And that Rhode Island's going to continue to kind of be a pain in the butt. The Essex is going to be trying to drop me here. It's fine. Des Moines has solid AA. Back in the day, Des Moines was like the AA cruiser. Like right after beta. It was actually, for me personally, I think it was my first tier 10 cruiser actually was the Des Moines. So Anhalt's here. We're gonna start throwing shells into the Anhalt. I'm actually in secondary range of the Anhalt. But I do need to kite this. So I'm not gonna be able to just like, with how I was turned from the Neptune, I'm not able to just go bow on into the Anhalt. So I do need to kite this here. Which is making me a bit more of a target for the Rhode Island over there. And I'm kind of showing a bit of side here to this Anhalt as well. Getting dangerously low on HP, but whatever, that happens. He's dead. Massachusetts takes care of that guy. And then over here we've got this Tirpitz, which is, you know, a thing, he gone. And then the Napoli B over there. Wonder if that guy just got his Napoli in the Black Friday stuff. And we're gonna kind of rotate around here again. I think I'm just gonna make another circle here. At 73k, so nothing crazy. 73k and a kill, and technically we get our participation ribbon here with the assisted in destruction, the radar on the Benson. So I don't know, how do you guys feel about the participation ribbons? I'm not a fan of it, or the assisted in destruction thing. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's stupid. Sorry, I think it's dumb. It's literally just a participation ribbon, like just another example of wargaming kind of coddling people and not giving them anything really hard to obtain. You can just, I don't know, whatever. That's my theory on it. It's like if you're in like a track meet and you place in like 6th place in a track meet. Did you do good? No, not really. But if it's a big enough track meet, they could give you like a pink ribbon or something. Do you really want that? No, that's kind of that's almost insulting. So whatever. It's stupid. It's a dumb ribbon. This Essex is in a position where he's going to keep me spotted here, which is a bit unfortunate. I've got this Conqueror here that I can farm. Just happy. I need to make this turn, but you know, trying to get some AA onto the Essex planes there. The Conqueror burnt DCP. Essex is gonna get a Pete on me. That's fine. Shot down 6 planes now for the once mighty AA suite of the Des Moines. But whatever, that happens. So yeah, let's look and see if we can just kind of go bow on. Des Moines is somewhat tanky against certain calibers here. And luckily for me, there's nothing that I'm like too overly afraid of from like a damage standpoint. So I'm just gonna like kind of go and use this corner of this island, just get my front guns on the Conqueror and just start farming him. There's another, that's gonna be a permanent fire on the Conqueror. Happy times. He does have his Giga kill here. I could have switched to AP here, but I was trying to get another fire on him. My divmate data is dropping some peds on him here, so we're just kind of trying to This man's kind of suffering now. And of course the S6 is dropping me again. Didn't really do any damage, so that's fine. But yeah, there we go. Between my fires, and I'm sure Data probably did some work there. He might have even gotten a flood on that guy. The Conqueror is out now, so well played here. Rhode Island is backing up. I'm still not getting spotted for shooting. I'm plane spotted, which is different than my positioning being an issue. We get a fire on the Rhode Island. Rhode Island Black. And we're going to continue peppering him. Doing the same thing that we just did to the Conqueror there. Kind of using this corner, because as long as those planes aren't there, I'm not going to be spotted. I'm actually kind of backing up because this Rhode Island's positioning himself in a manner where if I were to continue to stay forward like I was, he would spot me. So I'm going to use this back corner of this island and just back up around it and kind of stay, trying to keep, for those of you guys that might be new to the game, I'm trying to keep these mountains in between me and him in line of sight. So I can shoot over them, he can't shoot me because he can't see me until, you know, the planes spot me and whatever. So again, we've got more S6 planes here coming in. Pretty confident he's gonna come for me again. He is coming for me. This S6 hated me for some reason. It's not like I had shot down a metric butt ton of his peds or anything. I just think he wanted to get me out of the game. Yeah, good on him. Instead of peds, I meant planes. S6 actually dropped too close, so there's that. We actually just demolished that island there. We shot the crap out of it there, but I was worried that you know, the Rhode Island was going to have shots on me there because I was spotted. If you look here too, we're very, very close on points. 424 to 434. They're actually up on points by 10. Everything else is even. It would be ideal to get this Rhode Island out of the way. Snipes is doing some work over there. And actually, huge shot there by, I believe, the Massachusetts. And we get our assisted in destruction ribbon. Whoopee. Snipes takes out the Napoli. That's huge. So we've just got a Brest over here and Nushishimi B as well. Data has rotated over now. I'm going to start to be able to work over this Brest here in a moment. So yeah, fun. We're up to 154k and 2 kills here. 16 planes, 2 participation ribbons. Spotted a few. Kind of would be a good game if everything were to end now. I'm spotted right now, and it's not plane spotted. The Brest wasn't spotting me, so I probably should have paid more attention to that while I was in the game, but this was happening on my stream. That's going to tell me one thing, that the sub is nearby me, so that's fun. This Brest is going to rotate here. I'm going to switch to AP. Looks like Dad is working over the Brest as well. Might have overled that lead a little bit. No, those are okay. And there are all of the fun torpedoes here. Should have had my hydro going on as soon as I noticed that I was spotted. Again, that's a mistake of mine that I made in this game, because I was streaming and talking and, you know, doing a whole bunch of different stuff there. Chikuma gets that man. We've got the submarine creature over here. Hydro's up now. I've got 14 seconds on my radar. I've burnt my DCP to try to not get pinged there, but I end up getting pinged anyways. So fun. S6 is avoiding me. 174k here. There we go. We're able to get the Valo spotted for a moment with the radar. He must be pretty low on oxygen, and the S6 is right there as well. So yeah, now that I'm pinged here, it's kind of guaranteed that I'm probably going to be eating some torpedoes. Got a direct hit and a flood on the Valo. Fun. Hopefully we can avoid that peed. See that he's flooding. Kind of gonna leave those thinking that he's there. He's not. And we shoot at the Submarino, and we destroy the Submarino for our third kill at 185k. So yeah, let's go. And yeah, we're capping the mount, which is huge. This is looking like GG. It's all over, but taking care of the CV now. The Nusra Shimi is basically a non-factor here between Dad and everyone else. There's my high caliber and my Confederate medal. A couple of citadels there into the Essex. And we continue to pepper Mr. Essex, another citadel. I believe that's gonna wrap it up for the Essex. Get a few more plane kills here.
Enemy aircraft carrier
and yeah, guys are gonna cap out, and that's going to end up being the game. That's 221k, 4 kills, high caliber, Confederate, generally offensive twice, strike team. 25 planes shot down, some spotting, used our radar, did the stuff, got our participation ribbons, and just pretty solid DM play. Pretty standard. Like, there wasn't really ever a point in this game where I felt like, again, the MM was fantastic, but I didn't feel overly threatened. Minus the sub could have presented a problem. I should have popped my hydro earlier, and that probably would have been, you know, I just didn't notice that when I got spotted. Sometimes that happens. So yeah, there we go. It's an expert badge in the Des Moines there. Did some work here. And again, utilizing the Des Moines radar, doing some tanking work, and getting some kills, getting some fires, getting some damage. Actually netted us pretty solid experience. So that's 3.2k base experience, almost 3.3 in the Des Moines. And for a game that just felt really, really run-of-the-mill. This Massachusetts played really well. Of course, my div mates did work as always. So the Mass had a really, really nice shot on that Rhode Island Black too. That was pretty clutch. So yeah, just really solid game there. Pretty dirty. Des Moines is still good. Power crept what? Anyways, so yeah, tank just shy of a million potential there. What have we got here? Some damage with the main batteries and stuff like that. The one I was kind of curious about here, did get 62k in spotting damage as well, with the damage, you know, from actually spotting and then utilizing, you know, the radar and stuff like that. So yeah, there we go. Just some solid DM play there. Again, my first tier 10 boat. I don't play it that often, but apparently we still know how to do it. It's a pretty easy boat to play if you get really, really nice MM like this. Not even if you get really nice MM like this. This was kind of an easy mode game, but solid and a fun one. And I wanted to show that to you guys because it was such a you know, one of those shocking games where just, who would have thought doing, you know, playing the game for your team is gonna net good experience and good profit. Magical, right? But yeah, there's some DM game play for you guys. That's gonna be the first time I featured the DM on my stream, and I wanted to share that with y'all. So yeah, hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. I might make another video here in a second, so because we did have, after this one, back-to-back E-games. So solid game here, and yeah, I'll be streaming again later on tonight and this weekend. Hope to catch you guys all later. Have a great day. See ya.